G'day, thrifters, people, whatever. Today is a Saturday, which means it's op shop day. Going to go out and find stuff, inventory, and I thought I would bring you along. The last couple of days, eBay had a promotion where all the listings were free, and I happened to run out of free listings, so I got my list on, and I got rid of my entire death pile, which is awesome. So now I have nothing. So I'm just gonna have to go thrifting. So I'm gonna bring you along and see what we can find. I don't know how much I'm gonna film because, to be honest, I'm probably going to feel really weird filming inside stores. So at the very least, I will show you what I got and kind of like where I went. So yeah, let's go do that. It is hot as all hell in here. It's like 40 degrees here today in the ACT. Got the car on, got the aircon on. Just finished up at an op shop. I didn't really film in there because I felt weird about it. I need a GoPro or something just to like hook it onto a backpack. I know how you guys do it. Went in there. I've been having some back pain today, so when I went in there I wasn't really feeling super inspired at first. And I also didn't really see anything that jumped out at me, but the prices in there were really good. So I ended up pulling myself together and I got a couple of things. So I will show you later, but things like, I got these Adidas sneakers, $5. I got some Diana Ferrari, that's how you say it, shoes that were $1. I was like, they're $1, so I'll just pick them up. And then it was pretty much fill a bag of clothes for $10. So I got a couple of jeans, G-Star Raw and Calvin Klein. I don't know if they're authentic, but I thought, hell, they're like $2 each, so why not? And I got a couple of random shirts that I'm literally like, I'm just gonna try these. I also realized that I really don't know women's clothing. I find men's clothing a lot easier to shop for because you can just see a t-shirt and be like, that's cool. It's got a cool pattern. I also know like surf brands and stuff a little bit better. All the clothes in the women's section feel like old lady clothes and I just don't know the brands. So that's my story, morning glory. I was gonna go to another to a garage sale nearby, but it's like 1 o'clock. I woke up late because I'm lazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that a miss and just head over to an op shop in the local area. So I'm gonna do that. Just got out of the second op shop for today. Oh, it's hot in here. Didn't film in there because I felt weird about it. I will build up to that eventually. Need a GoPro or some sort of stealth camera. Picked up a bunch of things. It was kind of overpriced in there. Anything good was expensive. I picked up some ink that I'm pretty sure I can make a bit of a profit on. Yeah, I just got like a whole range of stuff. 50% off books. So I got a bunch of books. There was a photography book. Those tend to do pretty well. Yeah, I think I won on the books on that one, but other than that, the clothing, I spent a lot of time going through the clothing and anything good was just not really worth it, so thought I'd skip it. Anyway, over there, out of camera sight, is an Anglicare. I'm gonna go have a look, and then I'm gonna go get something to eat because I haven't eaten today, and I'm starting to feel weak. So I'm gonna go do that afterwards and probably call it a day, unless I have a bit of time, because I know that there's a Salvos around the corner. We'll see. Anglicare, I can see you. Dur, dur, dur. Yes, I'm gonna drive there because I'm lazy. The Anglicare is closed. Google Maps said it was open till 3, but it's only open till 2 on the door, on the sign on the door. So I'm gonna go to Salvos, which is just around the corner. I know that a lot of their stuff is kind of overpriced, so I don't know, we'll see what I can find. Salvos. Gonna go in there and have a sneaky peek, but before I do that, there's a Subway behind me. And I haven't eaten today, so I'm gonna go do that and then go have a look in salvos. Yeah. Got out of salvos. Oh man, it's hot. I'm dying. It's so hot. My back is really sore too. I kind of just got to a point where I was like, I'm done. Like, I could keep looking for like probably another half hour, but I'm done. I got quite a few things, spent probably more than I would have liked to, but still got some cool stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'll show you all what I got. Yeah, we'll go from there. Sup team, or people of the internet, I don't know. Hello, I'm back home. I'm sweating balls. If you can see your reflection off my face, it's because I'm sweating balls. It's hot. It is hot. I just got back and my place is hot. I'm trying to cool down with a Pure Blonde. This is sponsored. No, it's not. I wish they would sponsor me because that'd be hella cool. But this is going down really, really well. Oh yeah. Anyway, whole video. Let's do what I picked up. I went to 3 op shops and I'm pretty much just going to show you what I got op shop by op shop. And I picked up quite a lot of stuff. So where do I even begin? First place I went to was a church op shop. And it's sort of like an op shop, but they only run once a month. So I went to this one, didn't know what to expect, but they had a reasonable amount of stuff. Nothing was particularly good or like caught my eye, but everything was super cheap. So I picked up, for example, these Adidas, I think they are. Adidas. They're Adidas like basketball type shoes. They're pretty alright condition. They're a little dirty, but I can clean them up. $5, which was pretty cool. I got a whole bag of stuff. It was literally, they had a deal where you fill a bag for $10. All the stuff I got in here, minus the shoes. I got these shoes, Diana Ferrari. They were $1. So I was like, well, they're $1. I might pick them up. So apart from those shoes, everything that is in this bag costs $10 total. I don't know, I guess it's like the equivalent of about $2 a piece or something. I got this random shirt that isn't branded, but it kind of looks a little bit like hippie-ish. This is one of those things where I'm like, that looks cool, I'll get that, I guess. There's another shirt. I think I said earlier that I really don't know women's clothing. Whenever I go to op shops, like half the women's clothing are all like aimed at 40-year-olds and above. And I don't know the brands and I don't know the styles because that ain't me. As you can see, I'm not exactly the most like feminine person, so I just really don't get women's clothing. I got this women's shirt. Looks kind of hippie. I don't know. Maybe people like that. I don't know. And I just thought I'd try something different, like less brand name stuff and more like styled stuff. I don't know. Then I picked up a couple of pair of jeans. Again, like this is part of the $10 for a bag of stuff. These were Calvin Klein jeans. I don't know if they're authentic. It's $2. Then I got these G-Star Raw, or G-Star Raw. So all up that cost me $16 for all of that. Yeah. Few cool finds. It's always nice when you buy stuff really, really cheap. Then you don't really feel as bad about, you know, if it sits a bit longer in your inventory, or if, you know, it just doesn't matter so much. Alright, moving on to the next place that I went to. It was Vinnie's. I went to Vinnie's. They had a sale 50% off books. So I went to the book section and I got some books. Books are kind of, I don't really know, I'm not great at books, but there are some books that just stand out to me. put on my Instagram, I got a Reg Mombasa book. I paid like $8 for it, flipped it for 60. So things like that I sort of know, like really known artists. Art books tend to do pretty well. Photography, I think, does pretty well. So I found a few photography books. Got a 35mm handbook. I also like photography, by the way, so I always see these books and then pick them up intending to flip them, but also thinking like, I could keep this. I could have this. This was $1 with the discount. I found this Bunnings book. Bunnings, for those foreigners of y'all on the internet. Bunnings is a chain of hardware stores. It's just a chain of, it's like a massive warehouse with gardening and handyman tools and various stuff. And yeah, so this is like a home improvement book. I actually saw this and kind of thought that it would be worth picking up. And then I had a look later at the comps and they looked pretty good. So I can't remember what they were, but they were like over $20. This was $2 with the discount. The next book I got was this Star Wars book. Again, this was just like, I don't know anything about it, but it's Star Wars, I'll pick it up. And it was $2. So I'll give that a shot. Then this is one I just eyed as well. There is sweat literally running down my legs. That's fantastic. I thought you would like to know that. Photography book. This is one again that I could keep for myself because I do like photography. How to photograph everything. Tom Ang is also a really, he does a lot of photography books, pretty well known. I will probably flip it, but I could equally keep it. I'm not too sure. I think this ended up being about $2.50. Then I also picked up some ink. I kind of took a gamble on this. It was $20 discounted to $10. The comps online, there was only like a couple of people selling these, but they were selling them for like over $50. So if I undercut them and even sell them for like $30 or $40, still pretty good profit. Got some pants. These are Kathmandu pants, women's pants. They're pretty good. I also got this jacket, a women's warehouse jacket. I don't know, not a big brand name, but it's florally, and I think it's the kind of thing that someone would want to buy. That's what they all say, but I don't know. I think in terms of like women's fashion, I think flowers and florally type stuff tend to do well, so I thought I would try that out. It was $6. I think it was discounted to about $3, so yeah, like a women's florally jacket. That was Vinnie's. There was a lot of high price stuff there, so it was kind of hard to navigate around that. Yeah, across the road from that was an Anglicare, and unfortunately I didn't get there on time before they shut. I'll have to go back there some other time. So I zipped around the corner and there was a Salvo's. So I had a look around there. I was getting a lot of back pain and I still have a sore back. It was really weird. It was like at the start of the day I had like really almost like nerve back pain in my lower back, which was bothering me. And then at the end of the day, now I have like muscular back pain at the top of my back, which is really weird. Probably from just standing around a lot. I don't normally get back pain, so I'm just like, that's what happens when you hit 30. Your body is like, you're 30, have some pain. You deserve some pain. So, Salvo's. I picked up quite a few things from Salvo's. Firstly, I picked up a couple of Wii games. I usually never pick up games, not because like I like video games, so I know games. That's probably like an area that I'm pretty good with in terms of my knowledge base, but there's never really much profit to be made with games unless you're really lucky and happen to pick up a bunch of stuff like in bulk or something like that. So anyway, I did find these two Wii games. These were the only ones like worth picking up. There was no price tag on them when I got them, but I knew that they wouldn't be too bad. So they ended up being $5 a piece, and I'm pretty sure that I can get at least $20 each for those. So I got some Nike, I think they're Nike ID or something like that. They're in pretty good nick. I paid $12 for these, but I think that I can still make a fair amount from them. I found these. These are Hugo Boss casual shoes. Hugo Boss is a pretty big name brand, and these are in very good nick. These were $7. I picked up another Star Wars book. It was $1. So I'm not sure if this is the same series as that other book that I picked up, but regardless, if it is the same series, I could bundle them. If not, then whatever. I don't know how much they're worth, but I just picked it up because it was $1. Got a couple of bike shirts. These are actually in pretty good nick. I think this is a women's shirt, so I'm not entirely sure, but it's Kathmandu and it's a cycling shirt. It was $5. The second cycling shirt, I think this is a men's shirt. Actually, I don't know. It's a Netty. I don't know much about Netty, if it's just a generic brand or whatever, but it was only $3.50, so I thought, why not? Cycling shirts generally do pretty okay. I found some jeans. These were on sale. So these Salvos, this particular Salvo store has like a Gucci section, like an actual like premium section, where they have all the like Tommy Hilfiger and, you know, all the big name brands and stuff, and they pull them aside and they put like a you know, fancier price tag on them. But they had like a rack that was on sale for 50% off, so I found these, I guess new with tags, Bridget Bardot jeans, and they were originally $9, half price, so it's like $4.50. So I'm hoping that I'll do well with those. And the last thing that I picked up was around the time that I was getting fucking over it. My back was hurting, it was hot, I was sweating. I was just like, I just can't be bothered anymore. I think I'm just like, I could stay here and rummage for like an extra half an hour, but I was just like, I'm done, I just want to go. And a couple of minutes before I threw in the towel, I came across this cool jacket in the men's section that just like, my eyes went wide and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And it's like one of those moments when you find something really cool. It's a jacket from probably one of my favorite video games, or like on the list of my top games, and the game's called Detroit Become Human. And if any of you gaming nerds out there have played that game, you will know what this jacket is. I would keep it myself, but I'm pretty sure it's a men's and it's way too big for me. But it's this like Android jacket. It's got Android on the back. This is like made in Detroit. It's so cool. Just a novelty jacket, but it's pretty cool if you like that game. So I don't think I'll keep it. It was $12, by the way. I don't think I will keep it because it is too big for me and I'm never going to wear it. Even though I do like that game, it's not really like I'm gonna go out and wear it. It's obviously like a novelty jacket. So I think I'm just gonna sell it, but it was really cool to find it because I really like that game, and yeah, it's just cool to find something like that in an op shop. Those are the things I found. I'm gonna have another beer or two or three or four and chill the fuck out because I'm fucking hot. Ugh, that's so good. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on today's little adventure. I'm gonna try and do a better job at filming these sorts of adventures in the future, which means I probably have to invest in some discreet filming techniques. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'm fucking hot. I've got my my drink here. Oh my god. I could down like 5 more of these. Whew, it is hot. Thanks for coming with me on my little adventure today. I will do many more in the future. I want to put more contents on this channel. Yeah, this is just a fun thing that I'm doing. It's really just to like share my experience and sort of to connect with other resellers as well. So say hello, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Instagram because I put stuff on there as well. And other than that, we'll see you later.